Imagine stepping into a place where history isn't in books. It's yelling at you from 12th century minarets, demanding attention like an overenthusiastic tour guide. The scent of freshly baked bread hits you harder than a camel's sneeze. And the bazaars. They're louder than your aunt at a family wedding. Welcome to Uzbekistan, where the Silk Road isn't just ancient, it's still got some serious mileage left. The Silk Road's beating heart. Long before you could slide into someone's DMs or get a package delivered overnight. The Silk Road was the OG internet minus the Wi-Fi, but packed with drama, deals, and a few camel traffic jams. It was the ultimate expressway of trade, where merchants swapped everything from silk to spices, ideas to inventions, and maybe even a few tall tales along the way. At the very heart of this ancient superhighway sat Uzbekistan, a land so rich in history that even its cobblestone streets seem to whisper secrets of the past. Picture caravans rolling in, their traders haggling harder than a tourist trying to buy a rug at half price. Cities like Samarkand, Bukhara, and Khiva weren't just pit stops. They were vibrant, bustling hubs where cultures collided in the most spectacular way. These places didn't just host merchants, they gave birth to legends, shaped empires, and crafted a legacy so grand that even today, travelers can feel the echoes of its golden age. From dazzling madrasas to spice-laden bazaars, Uzbekistan remains a living, breathing chapter of Silk Road history, one that still enchants, amazes, and occasionally confuses GPS systems. Samarkand, the jewel of the East. First stop, Samarkand, where history isn't just displayed, it's practically performing a Broadway show. If cities had resumes, Samarkand's would be a gold-embossed scroll, complete with centuries of glowing recommendations from emperors, scholars, and silk traders. Founded around the 7th century BC, it's been around longer than most of the world's favorite travel destinations. And trust me, it has aged like fine wine. The crown jewel? Registan Square, a trio of magnificent madrasas, so intricately decorated that even your most complicated jigsaw puzzle would feel embarrassed. Walking through its archways feels like stepping into an ancient fairy tale, if fairy tales included spice-scented air and the hum of traders bargaining like their lives depend on it. Speaking of bargaining, don't miss the Sayed Bazaar, where you can haggle over hand-woven carpets, dried fruits, and spices so fragrant they could wake up a sleeping caravan camel. And when hunger strikes, do as the locals do. Grab a plate of pilaf, a rice dish so legendary that it's basically Uzbekistan's answer to pizza, but with more history and less cheese. Samarkand isn't just a city, it's a living, breathing masterpiece. And once you visit, you'll wonder why you didn't come sooner. Bukhara, the sacred city. Next up, Bukhara, a place so packed with history, even its bricks could tell epic stories. With over 140 architectural monuments, this city is basically an open-air museum that doesn't charge an entry fee. That's right, 140. If historical sites had theme parks, Bukhara would be the Disneyland of Silk Road grandeur minus the mouse ears, but with way more impressive domes. At the heart of it all stands the Kalyan minaret, a towering masterpiece from the 12th century, so breathtaking that even Genghis Khan, yes, the guy who destroyed everything in his path, took one look and said, "You know what? Let's leave this one standing." Now that's what I call a 5-star review from history's toughest critic. But Bukhara isn't just about its towering minarets. It's a journey back in time. Wander through the Ark Fortress, once home to powerful emirs, where grand councils were held, and probably a few dramatic betrayals played out. Then, take a break at Liabai Haus, a charming oasis, where you can sip on traditional Uzbek tea by a serene pond, contemplating life's biggest mysteries like how this city has managed to stay so breathtakingly beautiful for over 1,000 years. And if you're lucky, you might even catch a local storyteller spinning Silk Road legends that make Netflix thrillers look boring. Bukhara isn't just a city, it's a time machine, a masterpiece, and an experience that'll stay with you long after you've left. Khiva, the open-air museum. Our journey wraps up in Khiva, a city so well preserved, it feels like history decided to pause and throw a party. Walking through Ichan, the walled inner city and a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is like stepping into a medieval Silk Road postcard, except this one comes with real-life camel caravans and bustling bazaars. These towering mud brick walls once protected traders, scholars, and storytellers, and today they guard some of the most jaw-dropping architecture in Central Asia. Lose yourself in Khiva's labyrinthine alleys, where every turn reveals something spectacular, from the Kona Arc, an ancient citadel once home to Khans and their lavish courts, to the Kalta Minor minaret, a short but stunning tower so dazzling in turquoise tiles, even peacocks would be jealous. Whether you're here for history, adventure, or just the chance to pretend you're an ancient Silk Road merchant, Khiva's charm will leave you enchanted long after you've left its sun-kissed walls. A modern twist on ancient paths. While Uzbekistan cities give you a front-row seat to history, don't think for a second that the country is trapped in a time warp. This isn't a Silk Road museum on loop. Uzbekistan is evolving, blending its ancient wonders with cutting-edge tourism experiences that are set to launch in 2025. Imagine exploring not just the grand palaces of emirs, but also high-tech industries, bizarre geological formations, and groundbreaking scientific sites. Who knew the Silk Road could lead to futuristic discoveries too? If you're a history buff, you'll be mesmerized by the country's ancient sites. But if your idea of a good time involves digging into rocks instead of archives, Uzbekistan's geological tours will have you geeking out over bizarre landscapes and underground wonders. Science lovers, don't worry, you're covered too. With new scientific tours, you can step inside the country's research hubs and cutting-edge projects. So, whether you want to walk in the footsteps of legendary traders, marvel at its raw beauty, or dive into Uzbekistan's modern innovations, this country has something up its silk-lined sleeve, one that's more than just ancient magic, but a glimpse into an exciting future. Getting there and getting around. If Marco Polo had the travel options we do today, his Silk Road adventure would have been a whole lot smoother and with fewer camel-related delays. Luckily, in modern Uzbekistan, getting around is as seamless as a Persian silk scarf. The country's high-speed rail system connects major cities like Samarkand, Bukhara, and Tashkent, meaning you can zip across the Silk Road without needing a caravan or a survival guide. Trains are sleek, efficient, and so comfortable that you might forget you're zooming past landscapes once crossed by legendary traders on horseback. And speaking of smooth travel, Uzbekistan has made it easier than ever to visit. With its simplified visa process, your journey from daydreaming about ancient cities to actually exploring them is now just a few clicks away. No more paperwork nightmares, just pack your bags, book your ticket, and get ready for an adventure where history meets modern convenience. Need to hop between cities? Affordable domestic flights and well-connected road networks make it simple, whether you prefer planes, trains, or good old-fashioned road trips. So, whether you're retracing the Silk Road like a true explorer, or just looking for the perfect Instagram shot of Registan Square, Uzbekistan ensures your journey is as legendary as the destination itself. When to visit? Uzbekistan welcomes travelers all year round. But if you want the golden ticket to the ultimate Silk Road experience, plan your visit in spring, April to June, or autumn, September to October. Why? Because summer turns the deserts into an oven hotter than a tandoor, and winter can bring chilly winds that make even a camel want a coat. In spring, the dry plains burst into life with bright red poppies, turning the landscape into something straight out of a painting. Meanwhile, autumn casts a golden glow over ancient cities, with crisp blue skies that make Samarkand's turquoise domes shine even brighter. Whether you're chasing mild weather, stunning scenery, or just the perfect selfie lighting, these seasons are the best time to witness Uzbekistan in all its breathtaking glory. If this journey through Uzbekistan's Silk Road magic has left you dreaming of spice-scented bazaars and jaw-dropping ancient cities, don't just sit there. Hit that like button. Subscribe for more epic adventures where history meets adventure, and drop a comment below. See you in the next one.